fellow backyard bowyers, Nick here. So I've been working on drawing the 105-pound bow, and I've needed to take a little bit of a break because I don't want to injure myself and I don't want to get hurt. So today we're going to be making a device that will allow me to shoot this bow without putting any strain on myself. So I'm going to take this tillering stick I have, and this is something that I have for making bows. Place the bow on this side, and then you can draw it back to whatever distance you want. It's marked so that you can test to see how the limbs are bending at any given length. This side has nails on it so that you can hook the string at different lengths, so you can stand back and take a look and see how it is. And with wooden bows, you can even do work on the tiller. So today I'm going to be taking this and just figuring out a way to attach the bow to it and a trigger mechanism so that this can be shot either this way so we can do the speed testing, or holding the bow like this. So there it is. Let's get started. So since I'm kind of changing how I'm going to be using this tiller, I'm going to take all of these nails off so they don't get in the way. So now if you don't have a tillering stick or a tillering tree like this, I made this out of a piece of 2x2 lumber. This was cut to, I believe, 4 feet long, though as long as it's a little bit more, about 4 inches longer than the draw length you want, then it'll be all right. So from here to this point here is 28 inches. So this is where we're going to be putting our trigger for this. So we could actually cut all of this off, but I think I'm going to leave this on for right now. This 28-inch mark represents a 28-inch arrow that sits at about this point, wherever that lands, where your bow, whether your bow is sitting here with a narrow handle or it has a longer, more modern style handle. It doesn't really matter, it's just sort of this arbitrary length. That way I can keep all of my bows more or less standardized. But this is what I'm working with. Now I'm going to make a trigger. So now I'm going to drill with a 7/16 inch drill bit right above 28 inches, about a 1/4 inch above it. So I've gone ahead and driven this arrow shaft into the hole. This is a broken arrow, so I'm using this. Otherwise, you'd want a dowel that will fit in the hole you drilled. That's snug. I put a little bit of glue and just glued it in place. Now we're going to be cutting here and then cutting the bottom flush. And this is where the string will rest. And then we'll put our trigger out here. So that's the hole that we just drilled. Now up here at the 6-inch mark, on the side of this area, we're going to drill another hole of the same size so that a dowel can be placed in here so that the dowel and the bow can be wrapped together to hold the bow onto the tiller. All right. So I drive it in till there's about a 1/2 inch sticking out of the one side. I'm going to trim this side to 1/2 inch. All right, so I've gone ahead and flattened out a 4.5 inch piece of PVC pipe. This is 1/2 inch PVC, and this is going to be going right here to form the trigger. So to figure out the layout for my trigger, and then I'm going to drill an 1/8 inch hole right here, about a little more than 1/4 inch in from the edge, and right here in the middle of this board. Alright, so now that I've gone ahead and just stuck this on here slightly with a nail. I'm going to cut all of this out, smooth it up, and then we'll see if it works. Here it is. Now I'm going to attach it. So now I'm going to hammer this nail in place. Bring this back 28 inches, hook it on there. All right. So I've gone ahead and heated this tab and pushed it over so you can see when the string is sitting right on here and angling that way. Now the trigger is right below where the string is going to be, so it can be pushed up and over. So as you can see, I've made some modifications to this. I changed the shape of this pin so that the string sits a little more securely on this side, and there's more of a rounded lip right here. That way the string can more easily roll off of this, but it won't easily roll off of this. Now there's no safety to this or anything like that. So this isn't like a crossbow where it can be loaded and carried around. This is more of a set it up to shoot, load it, and then pull the trigger immediately. Alright, so I've gone ahead and attached the 105-pound bow. Let's see if I can get this on here and shoot this successfully. Let's give it a shot. Now, woo! There we go. So here it is. I hope you enjoyed building this along with me today. And next time we'll be shooting this, and then I'll be able to do some speed testing. And this is nice to be able to shoot this thing at full draw. And man, that was a bit of a struggle. I might end up changing this pin, making it a little more robust, but it worked. So I'll continue to test this out and we'll see what it is. But for now, here it is. I'm happy with it, especially for anything under 100 pounds. Definitely, this would be an easy thing to set up. And I'm going to be using this for doing speed testing. So we'll have more consistent numbers because everything will be drawn to the same level. So before I go, thank you to everyone who's helping support the channel. I have links in the description to Patreon, my books on Amazon, and the store on Teespring. If you'd like to help the channel out, you can go and check those out. And your support really helps keep me doing what I love doing. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.